met that resistance? I mean, obviously there's sexism involved. You're talking about people not taking you seriously as a brown woman, as a healer, or
well, until I'm with them and I'm doing it, and then it's blown away. And then you're like, oh, of course, here you are, welcome. We've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
To get to the threshold.
Yeah.
The door is closed.
Yeah. Could I phrase that in a way? Yeah, and I love that. And you're an inspiration, and every woman knows exactly what you're feeling.
Yeah.
But could I phrase that in a way that credibility? I mean, has that been,
Sure.
yeah, in a way that's been the biggest challenge, is because, you know, it is interesting, right? You could have 25 letters after your name, but because you're a woman, because you're a brown woman, you have to work harder at proving the gifts that you have. And so credibility, and so that, you know, opens, okay. What else? Do you have a platform right now? Do you go out and speak right now? How do you try
I've been doing, well, COVID really, I wrote a book during COVID because it was just hands off. I work with my hands on people. I could not do that. Yeah. So it's a book during that time.
Okay.
I began speaking right after my first experience in Moscow, and people said to me, when are you going to write your book? When are you going to write TV? This is incredible. And I said, no, it's not done yet. Not done yet. So I spoke Whole Life Expo. I was doing this thing when everything was live and the internet was just getting started. And I prefer speaking live. I prefer connecting with people live.
Yeah.
So I would say that I'm not shy. I have I've done stand-up comedy. I've done theater. I'm happy to organize thoughts and connect with people and communicate in a powerful way. But COVID killed my business.
Yeah, it did a lot. It did a lot, especially the healers, and maybe that was by design. Who knows? But let me.
I'm looking at it that way.
Right. Maybe. So, what's your reach now? How do you reach people now?
I reach people through private groups. I teach. I still hold retreats. I still hold classes. I have a 3-year certification in advanced energy healing technique that I've been.
So you train others to do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And as much as I can, and it's small numbers who are willing to be a member of the right family.
The right family. Why is it small numbers? Is it where you're getting your leads, how you're finding these people?
It's the capacity to stretch.
Okay.
Because it's a big stretch to do what I do. It's a big stretch to clear the old ideas that are so dead that they don't even deserve to be buried anymore. They really need to be burned. And getting people to move, I mean, the sludge that is the 3D human experience, it's slow, it's painful, it can be debilitating, it can be exhausting, just to change your mind.
Yes, amen. Do you feel like you're just not reaching the right audience?
At this time, I'm sure I'm not reaching the right audience. And I've been in transition for a while. I've done networking and been on summits. I organized a summit myself 2 years ago.
How did that work out for you?
Well, it was a really valuable experience, but it didn't go anywhere because I didn't have the funding to advertise it, to let people know who I am. I'm like one of the best secrets.
And you shouldn't be. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just getting the right platform so people really can experience you and your energy and your gifts, and that's the challenge, right? And that's why you're here. I understand that. So tell me a little bit about your business. And the reason I'm thinking this is because there's a couple of things that we're really, really good at Thought Leader. We're really good at getting people, helping them write and land a TEDx talk. We're also really, really good at helping people build their businesses, especially coaches and consultants. So I just want to know a little bit about your business. You do groups now, private groups, small groups, I assume?
Small groups. Let's just
like group training or group coaching.
Yeah. Let me give you the plan, the structure.
Okay.
After all of this experience and recognizing where I was coming out of COVID, I put together a legal entity that is a private health membership association.
Cool.
It is a 5081A, which means we can take charitable donations, but I can also use my product and do my work, client work with individuals without the kind of overreach of certain people.
Yeah.
Because I'm helping people, and if when they get wind of what I'm doing, they're going to try to overreach, but they won't be able to do it because I've set up this business structure. If someone comes to me and they're a member, they get to have the experience that they choose.
Brilliant.
Okay, so that's my business structure right now, and I am now working on recruiting founding members, advisory board. I just formed this in December of 2022 after having a good long think about it after the pandemic and seeing what was happening to people. So I have identified a building here in Philadelphia.
Okay.
That it's got everything in it. It was formerly a progressive school. I can release, buy the building, release it to the school, bring their scale down in terms of operating it as a successful business, and then use my training in education space and office spaces on the floors. It's right in the middle of a community where we can make inroads, teaching families. For me, it's health and wellness, but also bringing in solutions, literal solutions that people cannot get anywhere else. This is a proprietary product. You can't get it anywhere else.
Amazing. So I love that. And so you really are you've got the foundation for this business really solidly formed, and now it's just building the infrastructure and then the people, and then what about marketing? Like, what do you do now to market yourself? What do you plan on doing to find, first of all, you have a product to market. Secondly, you have one-on-one client consultations that you're doing, and you have this training of other coaches or training other people in your modality. So how do you reach people for those things?
Well, it's usually been by referral, by word of mouth. And before COVID, that worked for me. And I would
Nothing's
say
the same since COVID. And referral-based businesses anymore, especially at your level where you, I assume, would love to have a global reach. The referral is a slow and limited to very local, right? Okay.
So I thought doing a TED Talk would be a great way to bring focus to what I'm doing.
It is.
And to meet other people who my experience has been that when the energy's right, people step up.
That's right.
I didn't do all of this by myself. I did a workshop, and I did a workshop with a bunch of strangers, and I collected several $1,000s for a week-long workshop and got on a plane and went to Moscow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and so I'm just, again, thinking ahead. That is absolutely what a TEDx talk will do. I mean, obviously, it's about reach, and it's and the results of that, or the outcomes from the TEDx talk, always are in some way to help leverage a business, exposure, whatever it is. So yeah, very powerful.
And then paid speaking.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go anywhere. If I can get on a plane and go to Moscow and not know anybody, I'm pretty much ready to.
Absolutely.
Go. Yeah.
Absolutely, and things are open again for the paid speaking. Okay, so how long have you been, since COVID, is it fair to say, since all the lockdowns and the business was really a lot of business affected, is that how long you've been kind of
Yes.
Okay, so before that, was your business really in a place where you felt really good?
I felt great about it. I was very happy.
But it was all based on one-on-one, in-person
And small
stuff?
groups.
Yeah,
And
okay.
small groups. And private clients.
Mm-hmm.
Private clients who, when they get what it is that I can do for them, pay me very well.
Yeah. Do you want to keep your business model like that? It sounds like with this new facility that you want to expand. Do you want to do online programs? I mean, obviously the coaching has to be, the training I should say, does it have to be in person? People have
I
to?
prefer it.
Yeah.
And I think with what I have to offer, people will come.
Mm-hmm.
And if the pricing is right, and the results that they get. They're usually extremely happy. That's been my story for 30 years. And I think that can continue. And I'm also walking a very careful path of integrity because I'm not for sale.
Right, I love that. Yeah, I love that. Okay, I appreciate you sharing all of that. For me, it's really getting to understand right now where you are in getting the message out. It's been limited by, unfortunately, just the world, and not real. I don't even know how to say it right. It's not credibility, because you obviously are an incredibly talented, and you have a great level of expertise and experience and education. It's just the world, so it's you having to face those roadblocks of being a woman, being a brown woman, and then COVID just really set you back probably a decade or more.
I'm always looking for the yes.
Yeah,
I'm not chasing the no. I'm looking for the yes.
I love that.
So, what I'm feeling right now is the opportunity, the timing is absolutely perfect for what it is that I'm envisioning, for what it is that I want to do.
It is perfect.
It's
Absolutely,
perfect.
Absolutely.
And as a paid speaker, I can follow through, meet more people, get my product and this information and minds changed around the world so people will try it. Now, one of the things I will say is that I've had an incredible life of dynamic race relationships. When people have recognized what's going on here, they have welcomed me in and opened the doors.
Yeah.
I don't have any kind of grudge that I'm bearing.
Good.
That's not.
And I love that, but the truth is, it has held you back up to this point, and not reaching in the way that marketing works today. It's not the same as it was, 10, 20 years ago, seriously. And so reaching the right audience, even if it's on social media, it's very distracted, and it's got to be a focused audience. So those have been the things holding you back at this point. But I also hear you say that you're feeling that the timing is right now. It's perfect timing.